What's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Yogi's Garage. I got Ruben back. What's up, Ruben?
What's up, my boy?
How you doing, man?
Appreciate you.
All right, so since last time we talked on the podcast, Ohio became a legal gambling, right?
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of. I've always seen you, gambling online here and there. You would post your winnings here and there for years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But lately, you've been promoting more. You know a little bit about it, so you're trying to help some people out. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah, so obviously recently it became legal in Ohio for you to online gamble and sports bet, which makes it very convenient for people just to do it with in the hands of their phone, right in their bed, in their living room, wherever they're at. So kind of what made me do it was I seen a lot of people, they were getting enticed by free money. So a lot of these sports book applications that give you free $200, free $100 if you sign up and you deposit money. So I seen a lot of people on Facebook and on Instagram and posting stories of their wins, or a lot of people were posting that they weren't winning, they were getting bad picks,
Yeah.
they were getting bad advice, and somebody help me out and this and that. So
Or they're near.
so close.
They were so close, yeah.
So close, man. And,
me. This is me.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
So I was, I had a lot of people messaging me.
Yeah.
Just every day I was getting a couple messages, 2 or 3 messages. That's how it started out. And I was answering a few of them, and giving people just advice off the top of my head, just to kind of do it.
Yeah.
And then I got home one day, and usually when I get home, I'll eat dinner, I'll hang out with the kids, hang out with my girl, kind of unwind, and then I'll get on my phone and I'll go through my email, go through my text message, go through my inbox. And I happened to go through my inbox. When I went through my inbox, there was like 5 people, all right in a row, that wanted help with their picks. So I was like, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, man, this is getting a little time consuming now. I'm gonna have to sit here for like a half hour, kind of screenshot stuff or give them advice, or tell them. A lot of people wanted advice on how to pick certain things, or if you're picking a player prop, or if you want to go under points, or if you want to link it with another game parlay, or there's a lot of different things. If you don't really know what you're talking about, it might look like Chinese to you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I started thinking about it, and I said, you know what? I hit a lot. I mean, I hit multiple times a week. I'd hit way more, but I limit myself. I'm also kind of a smart gambler where I don't spend everything I got or go overboard. I limit myself every single day, just like everyone should when they're gambling. Listen to that. If you're gambling, limit yourself. If you have a problem, 1-800-GAMBLE. I don't know what the number is, but that's real.
Yeah,
call
it's like
it.
a gambling.
We got to say that 100%. I will all day, every day.
Yeah.
But I know my
because there's no guarantees in it.
100%, no guarantees. I never said everything I say is opinion based off of my knowledge, my facts, my experience, my expertise, that's my knowledge. But yeah, just nothing's guaranteed. But I seen that, so I was like, damn, it's been time consuming for me. What's my time worth? And I know when I'm cutting down trees, or if I'm selling a house, or if we're doing the food business, I'm helping my girl or her family, or we're doing anything like that. We're getting paid for our time.
Of course.
So it's only right, especially as much money as I make and as much money as I help people make already. What is it to pay a small fee to be able to make money? Not guaranteed, but pretty safe, to as close as you can get to that with me. So I decided to do it, and I messaged the 5 people that were in my inbox. Pretty much what I was saying. I almost say the same thing to everybody that messaged me. I gave you my picks 3 to 4 times a week. I can't guarantee that you're going to win, but you see how much I win. I win consistently. I'm a winner. That's just what it is. You mix and match whatever you do. Don't bet what I bet all the time either. Bet what you're comfortable with, and let's get some money.
Yeah, because you give the advice, but you don't say how much to bet on the team. So they can bet if they got low on money, they can bet $5 on a parlay.
$5, they'll bet $20. The girl last week, her friend or her boyfriend gave her $500 to get some clothes or to do something, get her nails done. They were going to go out for an evening. When she took that $500 and placed it on a bet that I gave her, and she won. And she won like $3,000.
Holy shit.
Oh, she was so happy. And she sent me $200 as a tip, and just, real. But it feels good to be able to do that. So it started off with those 5 people, and I sent those 5 people kind of the same message. And 4 of them responded back, and they were like, yeah, what do you want me to Cash App it, Venmo, PayPal, how do you want me to send it? And then I started with those, first 4 people, and they all hit. And like that first week, I just had a good streak, and I hit like 4 days in a row. And the 5th day, I just barely missed. Then we got right back at it when the NFL was that weekend, and we did good. And they've been my main people from the start. And then they told other people about it, and then I posted on Facebook about it a little bit, and I started sharing it in my stories, and more people started inquiring. And now I'm up to, I think it's 37 people now, that are paying every single month to be able to get the picks, and they're hitting it. Now everybody's going, like, for me, this is my biggest advice with sports gambling. This is my biggest advice. It's about base hits, not home runs. If you can understand that baseball analogy, even if you don't understand baseball, I'll explain it to you. Every little bit counts. You don't always got to go for the big, huge, jack. But like I said, base hits, not home runs. 100% the biggest thing you can do. That's my biggest advice. Base hits, not home runs. I'm fine with winning $50, $100. Some people are fine with winning $20, $30 every day or every other day or whatever your limit is or whatever you feel comfortable with. That's the lane to stay in. I know some people are getting out of control with it. That's just a serious thing. They don't know how to. They hit and they keep chasing, or they're so close, just like you said. It's so that makes it more addictive too. They realize how close they are off of $5, or they see something on the internet that showed someone betting $10 and winning $5,000. It's very hard to do that, but I mean it's been
So like the base hits, home runs. So basically, betting, like I posted a little bit about. I was like searching how to bet. I do a lot of research. I'm a research type of. I get into things. I messaged you too, and you told me a little bit about that. But I like to get into things and find out. Not that I didn't even download the app on my phone. When I bet, I just go to the casino. Because then I feel safer.
Way better.
I don't care about the free money.
No. I go to the casino more than I bet on the apps too. And the reason I bet on the apps is because I screenshot it and I send it to my people who are subscribed or they join our group. And but I prefer to go into the casino. I'm an old school gambler. I like the money in my hand.
Yeah, me too.
I like the money in my hand.
That's the reason.
That's me. I was taught by some old school gamblers, and after you lose, pay me. We can play again, but I want my money in my hand.
I've had bad experiences with those apps. Like I used to go to Michigan and gamble. Like I would cross the line, right?
Yep.
And I would gamble, and then I would come to Toledo and I would win. Like it would tell me I won $187, and then like a couple days later it said that I didn't belong, so they took the money and they never paid me.
Oh, before it was legal. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I crossed back to Ohio and like my location, and they never gave me my
I could tell you all kinds of stories before they legalized it.
Messing with
them. I mess with real bookies, underground bookies.
Oh of course.
Like I mean, I had
even in prison.
I got took for tens of thousands of dollars over the years. Lost in gambling of money that I won that I thought I was up on, and just because they knew I was hitting, or I knew it was a streak, or I was from out of town, or I wasn't involved with their club, or just there's a lot of different things, and it's just one of the things. Now it's like you said, it's safer to go to the casino. It's better because there's horror stories. Shout out to my dude Wortham. He's going through it right now. He's got $25,000. This is no lie, exaggeration. Held up on FanDuel right now, and they just locked him out of his account, closed it. They're not responding to him. They gave him some BS stuff, and that was his money. He tried to make a withdrawal, and they locked him out of it. I've heard of like probably 10 or 12 people that I know of personally, not the people I know that I know of personally who had these things and have these experiences. And for me, this is my rule. This is another rule I tell you to do. If you're online gambling and you get over $500, you get over $1,000, you get over $2,000, withdraw it. Withdraw the money. There's no reason not to. You're gonna have your bank card linked, or you're gonna have your Venmo card linked, or you're gonna have Apple Pay or something like that. Pull it.
Put it in your account.
Pull it. Put it on your account. If you want to play again, you can put it right back on, just like that. I tell everybody that. I don't know. It's insane to me that you would keep your money, especially thousands and thousands of dollars, in a sportsbook account that is not secured, not a member of the FDIC. It's not protected by the federal government. It's legal, but it's not as safe as the bank or your own personal pocket or your own investments, for that matter. That's not an investment being in a sports book. It's an investment to put your money into it and win on your gambling and then pull it out. That's an investment. That's smart to do.
And
But
it's so easy to spend it if it's there in that account, or you could gamble it away real fast.
you made a great point. Great point. It's so easy to spend it when you see it. Oh, I'll just do this live bet real quick. I don't recommend live betting for people who aren't very good at what they do either, because when you get to live betting, things can change very quickly, especially in the NBA and college basketball. I would definitely stay away from live betting until you're very good at what you do, because you can lose money very quickly. Don't gamble on Australian tennis because you wake up in the middle of the night and you're bored and you're on your app seeing how much money you got. You don't know anything about French tennis. You can gamble on. They make it very accessible for you to gamble on anything on there. I mean, anything. You can wake up in the middle of the night and gamble on Chinese basketball.
Yeah.
And people do that, and
Yeah. So what I was thinking is, like the analytics and all that stuff. Do you go into that and learn a little bit about that and stuff like that?
So what it is you could run yourself wild. This is just my opinion. You could run yourself wild and go in circles with the numbers all day, every day. And they have models and they have programs and they have every type of different thing. They have people that worked on Wall Street and analytic guys from MIT that break down every single comprehensive report on every game and player and analysis. It all is bullshit. When certain players are in a groove, when teams are playing on the back-to-back of a West Coast road trip, when somebody's about to get traded, when that guy got beat up last night because he was playing against a 6'9" point guard that was just on him all night and he was running up and down the court and they scored 146 points. There's a lot of different variables that goes into it. Even the analysis who are experts. For example, there was a lot of people that were calling different games this past weekend in NFL. I mean, they were solid on it, that certain teams were going to go a certain way. And when it comes down to it, it's kind of luck. I mean, it's how, I mean, you could have one team and the ref takes it from them, or one guy gets hurt or something. I mean,
San Francisco, the quarterback got hurt first drive.
So every single player, every single person who had Asante Samuel, or every single person who had Debo Samuel, every single person who had any wide receiver on their team, they all didn't. Vegas made millions and millions of dollars.
Because all those prop bets,
just
gone.
like that, instantly.
All those parlays.
Into the wind, just like that.
So you could have this team to win this thing, but then you had Debo to score one touchdown.
It happened to me last night. I had a 10-pick parlay. 10 picks is hard to get. Even when you're picking favorites or you're picking,
of course,
10's hard to get. Okay,
shit, 3's hard to get.
So I got a 12 pick last week that was good. My people hit with me, so I got a 10 pick. I had a 10 pick going. Everything's going good. I had Luka Doncic. He's one of the best players in the NBA. Plays for the Dallas Mavericks. He's legit gonna be a Hall of Famer for first ballot for sure. He has 31 points, 8 rebounds. I need him just to have a double-double, which is 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 points, 10 assists, whatever. He's 2 rebounds short in the third quarter of getting his rebounds, and he goes up for a dunk and comes down awkward. And they were scared because he's their main player, he's their whole franchise. They took him out they just sat him the rest of the game. He would have had 12, 13, probably 14 rebounds. He would have definitely had the 10 rebounds I needed him to have for $1,300.
Damn.
$1,300 off $100, off a 10 pick. So injuries, it can happen. I can name 50 stories off the top of my head of stuff that's happened like that where it's
at any moment.
Yeah,
there's certain things in football that if you know, you know. Like if you know that this team is like the LA team and they're gonna come and play the Steelers in the snow in December.
For example, your team, perfect example of your team. Every single year in the NFL, twice a year, I know I can count on 2 bets with Pittsburgh and Baltimore Ravens. They're staying under. They're always going to stay under. I don't care if they're the stars players. I don't care if they're both going to the playoffs.
It'd be like 13 to 16.
They're staying under. It's 13 to 10, 9 to 6. I can show you a bunch of past scores over the years, and that's where it comes into play too. Knowledge. Okay, I've been watching these teams for 20 years. I know what goes into it and how they play. I know Mike Tomlin. I know his mindset. I know what he's thinking, how he's going to do it at the end of the game. The chance he's going to take, the chance he's not going to take. They don't statistically know that. this is what you know off your own
Not
knowledge.
everybody knows that shit.
Yeah. So you got to take some of that into play, and that comes into it. And like I said, I'm not always right either. Some of that
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
always go, but
Yeah.
I feel really confident in my. And what I did was I put a lot of it on social media. To social media in the day and age we live is
Yeah.
how things get done. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
what it is. You know, I mean, we live in a different day and age than our parents did and our grandparents. So we have to take advantage of what we have. So I post and share my winnings on social media so people can see that it's
course.
not how everybody else is portraying it on your social media. All your friends that are sharing, they're losers, or
Yeah.
sharing that their boyfriend can't give them a good pick, and they're you know, I mean, that's just what's going on.
course.
So no, I can show you that you can get winners, and that it actually happens, and it happens every day, every other day, 4 or 5 times a week, 3, 4 times a week, for sure. There hasn't been. Now that football season's gone, it won't be as much because I could count on every weekend almost with a football season hitting for some money, because there's just so many good NFL teams and good NFL games. I feel like the NFL is the NFL and international soccer are my. That's where I can get in at. You know, that's my strong point. I love the NBA too. I love college basketball too. College basketball, college football are very unpredictable sports. A lot can happen. A lot can change very quickly in those sports. The NBA you can go from being up 20 and they can go on a 18-2 run in 4 minutes, and they'll be back in the game just like that. The NBA, things can shift so fast and so quickly. So you know, it's fun for me. That's what's cool to me too.
Yeah.
It's fun. I don't let it overtake my mind or get me, you know, mad or ruin my day or nothing. I mean, and I'm sure people will argue, you know, oh, it's only fun for you because you're winning, or it's fun for you because you're making money, you know. Well, make it fun for you too.
Yeah, anything.
Make it fun for you too.
Of course.
Join my subscription, join my Patreon, or figure out somebody else.
Oh
can
yeah,
help you out.
tell us a little bit about Patreon.
So I made a Patreon.
So you made a Patreon.
Yeah, so I made a Patreon. A lot of people were telling me, you know, to make it easier for people to get my picks or to subscribe and to get just basic. Now I'm gonna drop basic knowledge on there of gambling, of, you know, how you should do parlays, how you should do straight bets, how you should do different things to capitalize on your money or what you want to bet. So I figured, you know, after, you know, one of my mentors told me, a couple of my guys that I'm real cool with, their own businesses and different, you know, have a you know, overview of certain things. They told me to do this, so I decided to do it. So you can join my monthly Patreon, and you can get the you know, the daily picks. You can get, you know, regular daily life advice on ways to make money, advice on real estate, advice about you know, maybe being in the food service business, advice on just daily stuff in life.
Okay,
in general.
so you're gonna
I'm gonna have you on there. I'm gonna do videos. I just started messing with it. I seen that you can share videos on there. I'd love to have you on there.
Yeah,
It'd be an open
absolutely. Let's do
invitation
it.
right here, you know, to have you on there. So you could give you know, advice on working out, boosting your self-esteem, just doing anything positive, motivational, because that's what you know, people look at you and gravitate towards you for now. So I think it's important to share that, and maybe that's a platform for people to get in there. And you know, I'm not acting like I'm nobody. I'm nobody special, but there is value on what I've learned from other people around me, and that's all I'm sharing right now. I'm sharing the knowledge that I've learned from other people and I've learned from myself, in all these different walks of life. And right now we're focusing on the sports gambling because that's what's kind of in right now. You know, it might be something different this summer that we'll focus on, and that's how you can get involved in it. You know, ways to make money, ways to have fun, ways to do different things. I don't know. I'm exploring it right now. But I know, you know, I got a lot of people that are, you know, in my inbox, and they've Cash App me and Venmo'd me and PayPal'd me and Apple paid me, and you know, you're getting my picks daily and you know, 3-4 times a week, whatever. So it's nice to be able to pool that all together in one place.
How do people sign up? Like, do they do it on Patreon?
Yep, on Patreon.
I'll put a link on the video.
Yep, you can put a link on the video.
Yeah.
My name's Ruben Rojas 419. That's what it is on there, I believe. Ruben Rojas 419.
And then that's a subscription model website.
Yeah, you go on there, you subscribe, you make a Patreon account yourself, I believe, and then you go on there, you subscribe to mine, you'll pay the monthly fee. Once you pay the monthly fee, you're on there. You'll have access to all the pics. You'll have access to all the videos. You'll have access to all the pictures. You'll have access to message me, call me, do whatever you need to do to you know, because when you join, you know, my subscription, you're not just gonna get the pic. I'm not just gonna post the pics on there and just you're on your own. a lot of people got questions. They don't know how to do it. And
Yeah.
I do different things, or I put different parlays together, or I might do a straight bet here and a parlay here, and a same game a prop and player under and over, and I need them with assists and rebounds and points together. There's a lot of stuff that people don't get or how to do.
Yeah.
So, I like to be, it's important for me to be, number one, transparent. We don't always win. When we lose, I want people to see that too. Because when I lose, it's very close. So I want people to see that though,
Of course.
and it's important. If somebody can ever show me one time where I gave them picks and it was every single one a loser, I'll give them their subscription money back gladly.
Okay.
Because that don't happen. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's rare, especially when you're betting, like you're not just betting on the underdog. You're betting on the team that's more likely to win with your knowledge and everything that's going into it. The thing is, I like what you're saying, because not everyone has the time to do that. Like, I have a cleaning business. I work out. I have a cleaning business. I have a podcast. I have so much going on. I don't have time to get into the numbers and the knowledge and everything. So if I could pay you, I don't know, $100 a month, and you can give me the knowledge where I can make $3,000 a month in gambling, then why isn't it worth it? It's worth it to people if they want to gamble, because look, gambling, it's not only a winning money, losing money thing. The addiction, like, it's not addiction, but the thing that makes you want to gamble is the anticipation if you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. That's it's like, I've heard, like, cause I like to research things, and I heard that it's all about oh my God, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna lose. If you win or lose, you get the same feeling. It doesn't even matter. To some people that are like that, because all they want is that thing.
I love that, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I turn it into a good thing for me.
Yeah.
But I love that. Even when I lose, sometimes I still feel good. It's crazy to sound like that, but maybe it's just because the way my mind's set up or whatever. But I'm still like, oh,
no, because
man,
it still hits.
it was so close.
It still gives you the same dopamine.
You're right. You're right. And I don't know the scientific way of that. You know better than me, but you're right. And it's something that probably I'm chasing. Does that make sense?
No, it's like that, but really the thrill that I heard some scientists, the thrill of it is the chase. It's not the winning money or losing money.
Yeah.
It's like that. And then they're throwing the football and they score, and then the other team scores, and it's the whole thrill of the game.
I'm like, that's probably been me. That was how I was in school when I was a kid too. I wanted to have the pretty girl and just have her as my girlfriend. And once I got her, I'm like, oh, no, I want the other pretty girl. So probably like that. But no, I get what you're saying, 100%.
Yeah, I was like doing some scientific thing about, because I get into like, I like to think about why people get into things, like really deep into things, like people that have gambling problems, like why do they get so deep in? Because like I can gamble and I'm fine. I can put $20 on a 3-game parlay, and it says that I'm gonna win
some people
$150, if I win.
Right.
Yeah, but then if I lose, I lose $20, and it doesn't stress me out.
I'm sure because you used to work there too. So
I have a different outlook.
You know how it can become a problem and addiction for people, and they can lose a lot, and they can every time we go to Vegas, me and Sonia go to Vegas. We've been to Vegas 10, 15 times. We don't gamble.
No, you go to eat, have fun.
We go eat and have fun. I'll play on the sports book or something like that, but I don't play slots and craps, and I'm not playing blackjack and poker, and it's just not my thing. I could have tens of thousands of dollars on me or on our account, and it's just not for me. I don't. Even when I'm sports gambling, I'm by no means rich at all, but I could play more than $200 a night if I wanted to, $200-$300 a night, no problem.
And then if you lose, you lose.
And but I just it's about, like I said, it's about limiting yourself, and I like to be able to understand in my head that I also have a tree business. I have a tree service. I sell firewood in the winter. I can, if I'm hustling, I can do four or five loads of firewood a day. I sell firewood loads for $250. So if I just check it off. That's one load. That's
how I do it.
It's almost like I'm telling myself it's nothing, but I'm also able to turn that nothing into thousands.
Yes, sir.
So let's do that.
You gotta. It takes money to make money. Sometimes if something costs, like, let's say $150, I'll be like, I make $150 when I clean this house on Monday. I'm just gonna, what I'm saying? I just wash it, and then I can like say okay to spending that money because I know it's coming right
And you
back.
earned it.
Mhm.
In my
Yeah,
mind,
yeah.
I tell myself, who are you telling no? You earned it. That's
Yeah,
your shit. You
that's
making it. Go ahead.
Have
That's why,
fun.
and that's why, like this for me, I like to be able to gamble and I like to be able to win that money online sports betting because I like to be able to eat good. I like to be able to travel good. I like to be my kids to be able to do what they want. I like to be my girl to be able to do what she wants. That's a comfortable lifestyle for me. So it makes me feel good to be able to give people good picks and be able to see them
Yeah.
win money and get messages. I posted a few of them the other day because my girl was telling me, she's like, you need to post some of them inboxes
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm always telling her, I'll be like, man, that's cool, man. She knows better than anybody, because she's with me all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'll get an inbox from her, like, you know what, that was really nice, man. That girl just sent me a message and told me thank you so much for the money that I won last night. And,
Yeah, yeah.
a couple people, and I don't recommend this at all. I don't want nobody to expect because you can't expect to pay your bills on this or do anything like that. Don't ask me for advice on that because I'm gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
That's not what this is for. But this one girl messaged me and told me how she was behind on a couple bills and this helped catch her up on them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that was a great feeling for me to be able to hear that and be able to
course.
to help people do that. And I'm by no means a saint or a savior for anybody, but like if I can help somebody by a little bit of my knowledge, just like, hey, I need some bricks redone at one of our rental properties. They're kind of collapsing a little bit. I don't know how to do it.
Of course.
I don't. It looks like I might know how. I
Yeah.
think I could attempt
You
it.
could YouTube
I was
it.
looking at and exactly. I could YouTube. I could get somebody to give me some advice.
You
And
can go
now
to Menards, get the concrete.
yeah. Ultimately, I don't know how to do it. And ultimately, I probably want to sell this house at some point. So when they come and do an inspection, they're going to look at my shoddy, I don't know, it
Yeah.
looks like, no, that's not how you do it. I'm going to pay that man who is a certified bricklayer, who's been doing this for years,
Yeah.
who has the expertise. I'm going to pay him my
Yeah.
money, no problem. He's going to do a great job for me.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna
I'm
be
going to make my
perfect.
money when I sell the house. And I'm going to make my money because my tenant's going to be happy.
Yes,
That's just
sir.
how things are conducted and done in life. So
Man, that's
for me,
perfect.
it's not even a question. When I need my house clean, I'm calling. Toledo's best cleaning
Yeah.
service right here. I'm not gonna.
Absolutely.
There's no question for me. So for me, it's always even when I go out to eat and I got a good waitress or I got a good waiter, I'm always gonna tip them well because they're doing a good job. That's a service that they're providing for me. I'm gonna
course.
make sure they're taken care of. That's
Of course,
life.
like if I needed a tree cut down in my house, I don't have a house or a tree, but I'm saying, I would be like, okay, look at this tree. Hell no, I'm calling Ruben. I can't do
Right,
this because I
right.
know Ruben has the machines, the saws. He's
And
gonna come over.
what you said earlier touched on this too. I've had 4 or 5 people that are out of the 30 something that are subscribed messaged me and said that same thing that you said. My one guy's like, hey man, I'm on a roof all day. I can't look at this stuff. I don't know who's on the injury report. I don't know when they're playing or when they're starting on a Saturday when teams are starting at 12 and 3:30. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. I'm lost. A couple of my people, they don't even know nothing about sports. They couldn't tell you 5 teams in the Professional National Basketball Association. They couldn't tell you. I swear to God.
Yeah.
They just know that I'm winning money and they trust me or they know that they're going to, and that's it.
Of course, because it's legal now.
It's
so
100% legal.
nobody can look at it as a bad thing. Like because the thing is, it takes time for people to switch. So some people are still looking at it like, oh my God, gambling is such a bad
You're
thing.
right. I didn't think about it like that either. And for me, I've been doing this for 20 years. In and out anywhere I've been.
Yeah,
So illegal bookies, backyard bookies,
course,
different stuff like that. I've been doing it. Even just up until the beginning of the year when sports gambling became legal in Ohio. A lot of the real gamblers can tell you this too. We would have to go across the border to Michigan
Yeah.
to have our location on our phone to be
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
make our
That's-
bets
that's what I
in
did there,
Michigan.
yeah.
So you pull up in certain places, there'd be cars just parked in random
Yeah.
spots,
I've
and
did that
everybody's
before.
doing the sports book gambling. So there's a wall up still for certain people, or
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure certain people look down at me when I post my picks and he's gambling, or they think different. There's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many different things people can come up with and say in their head. Oh, he's throwing his money away, or he's got an addiction to gambling, or not knowing. Okay, I could lose for a year straight, would play $200, $300 every day, and lose for every single day for a year straight, 365 days of the year, and still not be down
Yeah.
on what I've won over the years.
Of course.
And I have a bunch of people, thousands of people on my Facebook hundreds of my friends and family that can attest to that. I've won houses. I've won cars. I've won boats. I've won vacations. I've won tens of thousands of dollars. These are factual statements behind me that I've actually done. I just sold a house. Shout out to my dude Vinny Handsome. Check him out on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We just sold a house that he was partners on me with that I originally got, that I won on the Ohio State Alabama game, national championship game a couple years ago. I made a post on Facebook and said, I got whatever on Alabama. I'll bet the house that or this and that. Well, one of my friends called me out. He owns a bunch of rental properties. It's just like way more than me. So he was like, oh, it's nothing.
He's like, nothing to him.
Yep. He's like, nope, I got you. He sent me one in South Toledo, right off the Anthony Wayne Trail before the zoo. He's like, put that up again. What do you got? So I sent him a few that I had that could compare the value, and we put them up, and we watched the Alabama Ohio State. This is a couple years ago. Watched the Alabama Ohio State. Alabama smoked them, smacked them, and I had another $8,000 in cash on the games with other people. So I won that house, and we sold that house for $20,000, and I got that. And boom, come on. You know, like cars, I've won. One was an old school car. I sold that for like $15,000. The bet was for like $10,000, and I got the car. But we did a couple things to it, and I sold it for more. Like there's been countless times, but there's also been times I can remember one time going to your team stadium, Pittsburgh Steelers. They played the Dallas Cowboys, and
that's your team.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, huge Cowboys fan. So we went. Me and my cousin. And we went to the game, and he's from Texas. Two of my cousins. My one cousin was from Texas. My other cousin from up here. So my cousin it was real cold there, and they were just building the casino next to the stadium. So this was years ago. I can't remember what year. But Romo was playing for us. He was our quarterback, and that was the 4:30 game, and I had bet like $8,000 on the 1:00 games, and every single game was a loser for me. Every single game a loser. So I'm going into the afternoon games, and I'm chasing now because I'm down $8,000, and I'm trying to enjoy the game, but I'm like watching these other games too because I need a couple of them to come through so I can get my money back and hopefully just at least break even. So I bet like $4,000 on this game, I bet $3,000 on this game, I bet $2,000 on this game, and I bet $8,000 on the Dallas Cowboys game. So boom, we're up 13-3 in the fourth quarter. My other teams are winning. It's close, but we're winning, so I'm feeling good. I'm about to get my money back, and I might even win a couple $1,000. I might even win $4,000. I'm feeling good. So everything's going cool. And my cousin's like, man, he's over there.
Yeah, it was
so cold. He's like, man, they're winning, Ruben. He's like, can we just leave, man? It's over with. I'm like, he's like, I think I'm getting frostbite. I can't feel my. He's just crying. I'm like, man, shut up, man. Come on, man, shut up. He's like, no, man, please, it's begging you, please. So, man, we end up leaving. True story. I'm serious. We're walking out of the stadium. As we're walking out of the stadium, I hear, they just went nuts. So I run back up, looking on the screen. Tony Romo threw an interception. Boom, they pick it off, run it all the way back. 13-10. I'm like, oh my gosh. So we had already walked out of the ticket thing. We're walking out. They kick the ball off or kick it on a punt or something like that. Pittsburgh runs it back.
Oh,
they go up. They end up winning the game. I end up losing the game. I lost $16,000 leaving Pittsburgh to go back to Toledo that weekend on football sports gambling. We had an illegal bookie in Toledo that was before that was. I had to go just give them the cash. You know what I'm saying? That's how it worked. On Mondays you would get paid, and on Mondays you would pay out. That's what it was. So,
that's the worst.
Yeah,
bro.
Oh, that was bad.
I bet you hate the Steelers, huh?
Oh man, you know what? They're not. I don't really hate. I like Mike Tomlin. I don't like this. And
it's just that they got a little rivalry.
Yeah. And Palomalo, I always respected him. Like his game, and just the steel curtain, and just Pittsburgh. They're like not my favorite team, but they're a team I like. I can't say I don't.
Plus,
like
when you're a gambler, you don't really have.
They won me a lot of money over the years.
That's what I'm saying. When you're a gambler, you can't really hate on any team because you're gonna need them every once in a while.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not superstitious. Well, I don't know if I'd say it. Yeah, I might be a little bit super, but like if I got a big game on or something or something's going on, I just like to be at home. You know, my kids know, my girl knows. I'll jump up and down. I talk, let's go, come on, baby, let's get. I talk it up. We get in. It's intense. It is. My kids get into it with me. My girl, it's so fun now too. Yeah. Because I've been able to share this with her.
Yeah.
She gets it. She gets the hype and she gets the excitement and she enjoys going to the games. And I've took her to all types of games, NBA games, NFL games. We've been to all types of stuff, and she enjoys it. She loves it too. But now it's different for her because now she's winning money too. So she's seen me winning money, and then she's seen all her friends on Facebook and different people doing the apps. And then one day she's like, "Babe, will you make me a a DraftKings account?" And I'm like, "Yeah, babe, I kind of blew her off. Like, yeah, I'll get to this and that. Boom. I just kind of blew her off. Didn't really say nothing.
Yeah.
And then, boom. Next thing you know, she's like, "Yeah, I want you to make me a DraftKings account, please." And I was like, she's like, "I asked you already." She's like, "All these people are messaging you and getting you." She's like, "Why can't you make me one?" And I'm like, "Oh man," I'm like, "All right, you're right."
Yeah.
So I made her one. I put just $50 on it. That's it, $50. Put $50 on it. The first week, she would draw $250. She would draw $300. She would draw $450. The $500. She would draw like 4 or 5 times within that first week, and was sharing it on her stuff and showing them,
seen it.
so people could see what she was actually winning and stuff, and that it was real. She still got money in there, and she's, you know what I'm saying, she's playing with it, and she got some Super Bowl bets and stuff like that. But it's just real cool to be able to sit home and watch the Boston Celtics take it to overtime, and that's what we need. And it goes into overtime, and they're making shots, and she's yelling with me, and she just won $357.
It brings
cool.
almost like a little different excitement.
Man, yeah, something that it's crazy to say that, but it is.
And it's completely legal. The thing is, we gotta make sure everybody knows it's completely legal. So it's fun. And then if it's money that you're not taking from like your family or then it's just money to just
don't take it from your bill stuff.
Yeah.
Don't take it from stuff that you need for your home or for your kids or something. This is extracurricular money. This is stuff that you have that you can afford. And you can start with $10, $20. You don't gotta be rich. You don't gotta put hundreds on it. You don't gotta do nothing like that.
Instead of buying some beer, you can buy that.
Exactly. And go to the casino too. We have a beautiful casino right there on the river.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really nice. Go in there, explore what they have in there. You can go in there and put $20 on one game and win $31. And, if you know it for sure. And win you $10 every day. I don't know.
And then not only that, but the casino's completely free. Some people think you gotta pay to get in a casino.
Well, it's so nice. They almost should. They should charge you a little couple $1 fee to go in there. I mean, it's that nice.
No, because like you can go in there, you can walk around, get what is it like? Pop. There's like pop machines. You can walk around, look around, relax. You can use it as like an exercise. Like for an older person, could walk around and not do nothing in the casino and just look around. You don't even got to spend $1 in the casino.
Nothing.
A lot of people think the casinos cost you money, but really,
wait till they open up the sports book in there.
Oh, it's gonna look nice, man. I've seen it.
You see, I was sneaking back.
Me too. I went into the curtain. I looked in
the construction guy was in like, "You mind if I take a peek?" He like, looked, and I was like, "Good looking, man." And he took me back there. It's huge,
and it has like that big thing, like in the middle.
It's bigger
gonna
than
be all
MGM in
TV.
Detroit. It's big. I go up there and I'll reserve a table or whatever. Me and my friends will. It's it's fun. And like I said, man. Also, it's basketball. Basketball season ends in June. And once June's over with, I kind of take my foot off the gas. But then we wait for football.
Yeah.
Baseball is really tough. I mean, it can be done, and I'll still be doing bets and stuff like that, but not as frequent as basketball and football season. It's harder to, and people need to stay in their lane when it comes to betting on different sports and stuff like that, because it gets hard, and it's
of course. If you can't give advice for not everything that you can give a little bit of advice, but if you don't know exactly,
Yeah, and I'm not gonna tell them. I'm one thing I do that makes, I guess, it separates me. I'm sure other people do this, but like I just always keep it real. Like if I don't feel something, or if I give a pick and man, I really don't know, it could go either way. I tell people that, or I tell people, look, I got nothing for you on the horse betting. I don't know nothing about rugby. There's nothing I can help you with, there just ain't. So I think if people respect that, when you're honest and you tell them, like, hey, I can only do this for you, or you can expect this from me, or, that's what it is. And the proof is in the pudding with me. Like I said, I started posting more on social media. I started posting my winnings. I started screenshotting and you got to be careful with that too, because one thing I learned from other people, because I got a lot of friends that gamble, and we all kind of give each other advice sometimes. And there's people in these groups, and there's people that are posting on stuff, and they're just copying other people's. One guy was doing to my friend. He was taking his pictures and posting them like, hey, were his winnings.
Of course.
And they weren't. You know what I'm saying? So I and people, I'll gladly show people my win-loss column, because you can go on there and you can click on loss and you can screen record and show people. I've had like 3 or 4 people that subscribe to my stuff. They wanted to see that first. The one guy is a super tax guy, owns his own business. He wanted to see my loss column before he decided to come with me, which was fair. 100%. So I gave him 2 different screen recordings. I went up, I clicked on my wins, went all the way down it, showed him, and then boom, sent him that one, and then went to my losses and showed him that one. And I mean, obviously you can have losses, but not even nowhere near what my wins are, and you can show that on the account. And then I also you also got to take into account, I go to the casino and I play my ticket. And usually when I go to the casino and I play my tickets there, it's because I know I'm going to be coming back the next day or later on that day to get my money. Because that's literally what I think in my mind, in my mindset when I go in there.
Yeah, me too.
So, and it happens.
I ain't never ever walked to the casino thinking I'm gonna lose.
No,
Never. And if I'm walking to the casino with somebody and they say to not spend money or make sure that or anything like bad vibe about losing, I get irritated.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, why did you even bring that up?
Why don't you say you just jack the whole day?
Like we might as well leave.
Yeah, you just
For real, I hate I go into
believe in that
every
too.
gambling or every money making situation with the winning outlook. And if I lose, I lose.
I believe that too. And since we're talking about gambling, let me just touch on this real quick. If you are going to go to the casino, one of your best bets besides the sports, but I feel like your best bet going to the casino to win money is the sports book. Betting on teams and betting on games.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
To me, I feel like that's the best odds. But if you're going to do something else, roulette works for me. So I'll just give a couple little bits and pieces on the roulette and how it works for me and how I've been able to make money over the years on roulette. So roulette, a lot of people go in there and they stick to their numbers. They have certain numbers in their head, and this is what I'm going to play, and that's what I'm going to get, and I'm going to get lucky with my kid's birthday or my mom's birthday, or these numbers that I know all the time, or my football number from 17 years ago, whatever. There's a lot of different reasons. And it does happen, and you might get lucky. Play the board. Play the board. When you come into there and you go to the roulette table at Hollywood Casino, they have a corner. And there's a corner of about 3 or 4 tables, and they're all roulette. It's at the end. So when you go to the roulette tables, you can see the board, and you can see the last, I believe it's 20, 25 numbers that have been played within the last hour, the half hour, and they're all right there in front of you. So that
fire, some are cold, some are on fire.
So that you can see. If you see that a lot of them numbers, say a lot of them are 30, and then in the 30s or high 20s, there's 27 and 33 and 30 and 30. There's a lot of those numbers. Stay away from that third of the board. It's going to be in the middle or it's going to be in the top, and you can plan on playing it. Forget your numbers.
The board is broken up into 3 different sections.
Within 3 sections. I think it's like 1 through 15 and 15 through 30 and something like that. So it's broken into
15 to 20 and 20 through 30. Something like that.
Yeah. It's broken in 3 sections. Stay away from them, and put your money on them first 2 boards, and play conservatively. You don't got to put all your money down on one. Roulette plays 35 to 1. So if you put $1 and you win on one, that's a pretty high payout for your money. So if you're able to hit on that a couple times, you're in good shape. And again, a lot of people can't do this. It's super hard for the average person to do. But when you win,
leave. I was in my mouth. I'm like, leave.
When you win, just leave. Go get some food.
Yeah, we live in Toledo.
Go.
So if you go to the casino, you can just go right back home. It's not like you're in Detroit.
Just leave, man. Just leave. Because I promise you, when you walk out that winner and you win, you're going to win again. When you keep chasing that win that you got right in front of you, you're going to lose. Every time you're going to lose.
I promise you, if you stay around, you're going to lose all the money.
You're going to lose. But it's for me, it's fun. I don't make it like you can't let it control your mood.
Like a burden.
Yeah, if you let it control your mood, or if you let it overcome you, then it's not fun at that point.
Yeah, you might as well not gamble.
Yeah, it's fun. We got 36, 37 people. It's gonna be up more by the time I get down in the games. But we'll have 40 by the end of the weekend, I'm sure. And it'll be up by the end of next week or whatever. And it's just fun to be able to share that knowledge and to help people make money on their own
Absolutely.
stuff. And everybody I talk to, mix and match your picks. I send them my picks and mix and match it. If something doesn't pop out to you, or maybe that school's your alma mater, or your grandma went to school
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
or you really like that team, or that's your color, or I don't, there's anything like that that stands out to you, take them off. You don't got to take that pick. Don't do it. It
Yeah,
makes no
yeah.
sense because I won't do it.
That's
I won't do it. There's a couple people that I look up to and that I really respect on their sports knowledge, and that I might even sometimes sway my pick because they're saying something.
Yeah.
And I don't go with them. The one
course.
guy I called him out last week. I said, "Man, both your picks were losers. Like you were adamant about San Francisco, and I understand Purdy got hurt, but you still said
Yeah.
San Francisco for a lot of different
San
reasons."
Francisco's gonna lose anyway.
Then you said then you said for sure that Cincinnati was going to win. They were 4-0 against them, and all these stats and this and that to back it up. And I just was like, I don't know, man. I'm not convinced that they're going to lose. That Kansas City's going to lose at home. I don't think that ankle's
Sometimes
as bad
people
as,
play with their heart too much.
And on that one, I'm not going to lie. I did take Cincinnati, but I took them with points. I took them with 6.5 points because I knew that
It would be a close game.
it would be a close game. I didn't think they'd win. But if they did lose, I would hope it would be close, and I covered, and I won on all my bets with them. And I took Philadelphia even with points, even though they blew them out and they were the favorite. I just wasn't sure that because San Francisco could have played a good game, it could have been a close game. So I took points with Philadelphia at home and swept my stuff.
You got points with them?
Yeah, I bought. So
Oh, so yeah. Okay, yeah.
you tease it. You can switch it, and I show people that. And
You can like scoot over the line and get some
and I had
points.
Christian McCaffrey scoring a touchdown. Those were safe bets to me. You know, I had San Francisco and Philadelphia staying under. That was a safe bet to me. I had Kansas City and Cincinnati going over. Those were I just you know like for the Super Bowl. I got locks for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There's a couple picks that they need to change or they're going to lose. They're going to, the win-loss column they show every year. Vegas shows the win-loss column every year for the Super Bowl. And what they do, right now in the playoffs, they're up significantly. They're up significantly based on a couple things that already happened in the playoffs. Number one, Brock Purdy being hurt and also Tom Brady being out of it. And people put different stuff that he, changed the demographics of them, the win-loss column on Vegas overall for the playoffs. So the Super Bowl this year, they better change a couple things because they're open.
Yeah.
They're big time open. This line's gonna need to change too, or whatever they're doing. They got a lot of respect for the coach. They got a lot of respect for Kansas City's coach.
Reid.
Andy Reid's very respected.
Patrick Mahomes
too. They're putting.
The thing is, they're proven, and the Eagles have to like prove themselves. So you know what I mean?
How do you go against a team that's been to the AFC Championship 5 straight years? This is the second time he's done this. And he did it like 6 times with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now he's done it 5 times with the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, it's almost unbelievable.
He's like Patrick Phil Jackson. He's like the Phil Jackson of the
pretty much. He just needs to get more championships. But Patrick Mahomes has been in the NFL 5 years.
And he's been in the AFC
Championship. He was a Super Bowl winner. He was a Super Bowl MVP. He was a Pro Bowl. I mean, he's got all these accolades that he's had under his career, and he's still almost kind of like first year rookie contract. Like, what? This guy's that great?
No, he got his $400 million.
Right.
But he just got
We just got it like last year, before, whatever. But like what? Like he's that good.
He's that good. So it's hard for them to go with the Eagles.
Where's the Super Bowl being played at?
I think Las Vegas.
No, it's in Phoenix, I think.
Oh, is
it?
it?
I think it's in Arizona. So,
Oh yeah, it is in Arizona because I was thinking, how the last 2 Super Bowls were played by the home teams.
Yep.
I thought Arizona was gonna make the Super Bowl because I was like, it's like the trend,
Right. No. But he had a huge advantage playing at home. If that game wouldn't have been played at Arrowhead Stadium, they probably would have won the game. That's just
it was a close game.
That's just facts. Now, I'm not big on the conspiracy theories or the games are fixed or it's a rigged and all that. Look, man, if you believe that, you haven't been watching sports long enough.
Of course. Because
that's not what's going
Yeah,
on. These guys give their hearts and souls out there in
know.
NFL. You're not.
I like to say that just to mess around.
Right.
Because I post it on Facebook sometimes,
Right.
this is rigged, but I believe 100% there's no way a human being trains all his life to play in the NFL and then he's gonna like give up, throw an interception on purpose or something. The only thing that sometimes I think that the refs like play a little like games,
Favoritism.
a little favoritism.
I believe that.
But that's not rigged. That's just bias.
I believe that, and I believe like even now sometimes with these with these replays, when they're showing these replays and they're going to New York and they're looking at what we're all looking at, and then they're still overturning the call. They're doing, and we're like,
what the fuck? It was a fumble.
I know. We're like even the now.
It was an obvious fumble.
The guy, the commentators, everybody, they bring in the other guy from New York. And he's saying,
they're like, nope, it's not a fumble.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, it comes back. Yeah, it's been ruled a fumble. We're like, what? Like there was some weird stuff that happened last weekend that I've been watching football for all my life, and I can't.
That's why I get
Philadelphia punted to one, and it hit the cord in the air, and they couldn't find a camera view of the ball hitting the cord. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, it's 2023.
Yeah, how the fuck you
all these camera angles that they got in the stadium, all these security cameras, everything. You guys couldn't find one angle of that hitting it. It was odd to me. Then, like the last drive of the Cincinnati stuff,
that shit drives me.
They did some really odd. They gave them another down.
Yeah.
And then they came in and said they blew the whistle and the whole play was ran. They didn't get it. It was some weird stuff that I never seen done before.
It was
never
crazy,
seen done.
Bro.
Even
the late hit. I understand he hit the quarterback, but when you're running full speed after the quarterback. Man, come on! It's the last play of the game for the Super Bowl.
You got to think of the gravity.
Like, man, make believe you didn't see it or something.
They got to believe the gravity of the call too. And then there's a lot of plays you could go over, but like I said, that's the agony of the game, man.
Remember the other day when did you see that LeBron James got smacked? It was about to go into overtime.
Yogi, I won $1,000.
Did you?
I took Boston. That was the game awesome. I was talking about with my girl. I was yelling. That was one of the games.
You were so happy that happened.
They 100% robbed the Lakers.
I know, because
I was supposed to lose my money.
I know, but the thing is, it was such a crucial moment. So the ref is just gonna act like he doesn't see it because he doesn't want his foul to be LeBron James wins the game. Boom. So he just makes believe he didn't see it.
Also, a mistake by the Lakers coach for using his timeouts and his challenges earlier in the game. He had no challenge left at the end of the game. If he'd had a challenge left, he could have easily reviewed that. They would have showed easily that. And then
you can review that?
Oh yeah, they can review in the NBA.
Oh, okay.
They can review a call, and with that, it would have been clear as day. The NBA reviewing is better than the NFL reviewing.
Is it?
Oh yeah, they get it right. They have time, and they actually, they really look it over and they get it right. In the NFL, I think it's a little more rushed nowadays too. They got a lot of people watching them ready for that call. And them guys are just going under that camera and they're looking, they're hearing what New York's telling them, and then they're making a call, and then it's over with before you know it. It just sucks when people, get lose so much money, or even more with the teams and the competitors who are actually playing. All that hard work and all that sacrifice for it to be decided by a referee. That's a tough one to swallow.
That
man.
just sucks.
I mean, if I know you've seen the Cincinnati player that made that mistake. Did you see it when they went in the locker room? How the one guy,
dude was like, "Why'd you fucking touch him?
Why did you touch him, man?"
Yeah,
what was you thinking, man?
Yeah.
What the hell was you? Why did you even touch the quarter? Like what I'm saying. I'm sure he heard
bro,
that.
I've had it,
and
bro.
that was a huge mistake by him. I get it.
Was in the Steelers were in the last game playing New England Patriots when New England was really good. I think it was the AFC Championship. Jesse James went over the thing but fumbled it. He crossed the plane, but he fumbled it. And they called it. No, they didn't call it touchdown. We ended up losing the game or whatever. But they always say Jesse James caught that ball. He went over the plane. I don't understand how with all the technology, how is there not a chip in the ball where it knows that if you cross the plane or not?
Right,
Why is it so hard?
Yeah, that's a smart idea too. You figure
Like,
they would have that.
like, why do you have to try to figure out between 300, like all them 300-pound men, if the ball, how did you even know if the ball, like if it's inside of a pile?
Right, you figure
Like,
they
why
have
can't there be
that.
some electronic thing where right when it crosses the plane,
They
touchdown?
have it in tennis. If you ever watch tennis, they
Yeah,
have
dude.
boom, you'll see exactly where that
Yeah, how
ball
can they
went, the
not
exact
do that?
scientific angle.
I don't understand. It should be like, as soon as it crosses, like fireworks go off, boom, this.
Right,
I don't know, man. This is just crazy. I wanted to ask you a little bit about your pizza review stuff.
Ah, yeah. So the pizza
What's up with
reviews.
that? How did you?
So the pizza reviews is fun. I don't know. I just started doing that as it's just fun. Me and my son actually. I was with my son somewhere, and I was like, let me video you, man. Because we like to watch the Food Channel and the Food
Yeah.
Network and stuff like that. And there's different stuff on there where, they'll do that. And then one bite, everybody knows the rules.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy Dave Portnoy, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's from Barstool Sports. That's a guy I follow him on Instagram and stuff like that. When we watch the videos, he kind of inspired me because I used to enjoy watching his videos, and
Yeah.
he just gave honest reviews and pizza. So I just thought it'd be fun. So one day, me and my son were out. And he's like, "Hey, Dad, let's do a pizza review like the guy on YouTube."
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right, come on, record me." So he recorded me, and I just shared it on Facebook just to be fun. Just this is what I do on Facebook. I just share different aspects of my life. Whether
Yeah.
it's good or bad or
You
whatever.
document your life.
Yeah, I just
It's
kind of do.
beautiful.
So I put it on there, and man, a bunch of people were commenting and liking it, and I was getting inboxes. Oh, you got to try this one. Oh, it's not that. That was a bad score, and it's just a whole bunch of different stuff. So I'm like, damn, maybe I should do this again. So I told Sonya about it, and she's like, yeah, you should. You sounded pretty good. Like, this and that. So then I did another one, and I did another one, and just kept more people were commenting and liking it and stuff like that. And I did one. Where was I at? I was at Buddy's in Detroit, and I tagged. Most time I tag the places and that. I tagged it, and the general manager inboxed me on Facebook and was like, "Hey, we seen your pizza review. We just want to let you know we appreciate that, and you got a free $50 Buddy's Pizza certificate whenever you come back up here with your name on it and this and
That's
that."
awesome.
So I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Damn, I just made a little $50. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start doing this a little more." So boom, now I just randomly do it, and like I get people to inbox me now. Hey, you gotta come try Mama Mary's. Hey, you gotta come try Saboros. Hey, you gotta come try Guy's Pizza. This and that. And I'm going to. So I'm kind. You know what? I'm kind of hungry right now. I actually might go get
Little review right here. There's a pizzeria right across the street.
Yeah. Oh, what is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It says
I think
Home
they
Slice
did
or
that.
something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
heard about that one. That's supposed to be.
They
good
sell it
too.
by the slice.
Yeah, that's supposed to be good too. I kind of wanna, because I'm a small business myself, like you know what I'm saying. So like, I kind of like going to like the mom and pop ones too.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying, to try to kind of. I'm nobody.
Yeah, there's
I'm
a
not gonna
dude
help.
on TikTok that from
Oh, did
Vegas.
you see that Vegas? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was the great. So we just left.
This
I'm so
dude's
mad.
growing all kinds of people's
we
businesses.
just left there when he made the one for this. It's called what was it? Frankie's something pizza. It was like it was a pizza place, and that made me cry. See, I get moved. I get emotionally moved. We laugh, we cry.
Me
We're
too.
emotional in my family. That's just the way it is. If you're in the Rojas family, you're gonna feel that. That's just how it is. We do all that.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So me and Sonya were watching this YouTube video, and she looked, and I was watching myself first. She looked at me, she's like, "Are you crying?" She's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Man, watch this video." So I showed it to her, and the poor guy started a small business,
Yeah.
put his heart and soul into it. Wasn't getting no business, man. It was in like a plaza, not on the strip or nowhere near the strip, just in Vegas somewhere. And he wasn't getting no money. He wasn't making no money. He was barely able to keep his doors open, in the negative, I'm sure. And then that guy, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, me neither.
He
but-
went there, made a TikTok, went there, didn't tell him who he was, kind of mumbled a little bit, like, yeah, I'm a food critic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, just treated him the same like every other customer. Dude went home, tried the wings, took one bite of the wings, ate them, was like, these are the best wings I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
These are 10. He's like, man, started eating all the food, started doing it, and this guy's got millions of followers. Man, don't you know that guy sold out of everything in his restaurant?
There's a line out the door.
Nothing. He couldn't. The phone's off. Look, he's still doing numbers. They did a
Yeah.
story on him last week, and he's
Yeah,
still
it's all
doing
over
numbers.
the-
He can't stop. He's got to open up another location
Bro,
now.
every restaurant the kid goes to blows up.
Yeah, and this one I think everyone blows up. This one I think was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it
really,
was like his success.
really took off. He's, I mean, and the guy, I think his name was Frank or something like that. But he's just like super humble, great guy. So when they gave the interview with him, you know, he got moved to tears.
Yeah, he was crying.
So it made me cry. Yeah, because he was like, you know, I didn't think I was gonna be able to keep the doors open. You know, now I'm like, you know, boom, sold out of everything. Like that's a great story, man. Like I love hearing stuff like that.
I watched the same exact video. I know what you're
that's
talking about.
I mean, that shit moves me, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, the guy believed in himself. Damn near was down and out. Had it. I mean, just probably had everybody telling him to give it up or just sell it or just pull out while you can. And then bam, just like that, the tides turned. Man, he was a good person. Good karma came along, snatched him up and elevated him to the success where he never thought he could be obtainable. That's I feel like that's what's gonna happen to me someday.
Yeah, it is.
I really believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I know I'm not trying to sound
Me
cocky or
too,
nothing
bro.
like that, but I know eventually I might be on vacation in Myrtle Beach, or I might be somewhere, I don't know, I might be downtown Toledo paying my taxes or something. And I might just run into somebody that's gonna be like, bam, and that's it. That's how I feel. Or I might do something. We might make a video. We might go viral with something or something. Boom, and then it's over with. That's just how I feel.
I believe
so until
that
then, I'm
too.
just gonna continue to work my good karma and to continue to show people a way to make money, show people the way to invest their money, show people a way to feel good, show people a way to catch a good vibe, show people a way to do things with their kids, show people to do things on vacation, show people how to whatever I feel is a good vibe or a good way to make people feel good and to be happy. It's almost like you're supposed to share that you're not a good person if you don't.
Absolutely, I believe that. I believe in that. You're absolutely right. I believe in sharing everything good that you know, and like not when I was younger. I wasn't like that. I was quiet. I didn't share nothing. I didn't care about nobody. Just cared about myself. Now that I'm older, I think, man, I got to share my knowledge. People need to know a little bit of what I know.
Right.
Maybe I'm not the smartest person. Or I
for
never say I was,
for sure.
but I need to share whatever little knowledge I can just to help out maybe young kids following me, and maybe I believe the same thing. One day, my podcast, my videos, my stuff. But they're gonna do good one day, and that's why I break it up. I got my TikTok, I got my Facebook, and I got my YouTube, just in case. Somebody comes in, the government takes away TikTok. I got my YouTube, I got my thing.
That's why you said the other day, I think you messaged me that too. No, share that, man.
Oh yeah,
keep doing that.
Yeah.
And I believe that too. And Gary V, that's someone I follow and I look up to, and I listen to a lot of his advice because he got a good knowledge like that. And he's real big on that too. Preach that. Hey, post it. Share that. Send that reel, man. Do that. I don't care. I don't care if nobody's liking it. I don't care if nobody's commenting. I don't care if nobody's seeing it. Put it on there. I'll post videos, man. I'll have hundreds and thousands, some thousands of views. And I'll have 19 likes. 4 people like it.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever.
I got thousands of views
and
I'll
be real. Sometimes I delete shit. I'll get in my feelings. Man, nobody liked this.
Don't.
And I don't do that.
The thing is, Rube, look, listen. There's a lot of people out here in Toledo that want to see me, you, and a lot of people that are doing good. They want to see us fall, right? But they want to see us fall because they're on the damn ground and they want us laying next to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want us laying next to them, but guess what? People like me and you, we're not gonna fall because it doesn't matter. We've already fell. We've already gotten up. We've been to prison. We fell. We've been broke. We've had money, and we're cool and we're happy because we're humble. We're humble because we've been in the dirt, bro, and we've been on top and we've been in the middle, and we know what it's like. A lot of these people, they want us to fail. They want us to fail because they ain't never had no struggle. They've had an easy ass life.
Right.
They don't know what it's like to struggle. So they want us to fail. And then when we do fail, the day that something does happen to us, you'll see on Facebook, I told you Yogi was gonna stop working out. I told you Ruben was gonna fall off. They're gonna post shit, negative shit. And it's okay because they so sad with their life, then it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, whenever we get through that, we're gonna come back up because we ain't the type of people to lay down.
No, for sure.
So don't ever think. And then another thing, the stuff that we post, the algorithm feeds the people that are talking about gambling. I know this because if I write the Miami Dolphins suck, right? There's a bunch of people that like the Miami Dolphins that put like mean face and stuff. So it feeds them it knows who likes the Miami Dolphins and it feeds things to like
Right.
to them
Oh, the
people.
algorithm's real.
The
for sure.
algorithm's real. So
Yeah.
when you post something about gambling, it feeds all the people that are already posting things about gambling.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people that are like churchy and they don't even care about gambling, it might show them the feed when you write something about church and your kids.
Right,
I
right.
swear to God, because it knows what to feed who.
Right, and I'm glad you brought that point up because I know some people, you know, I'm just different. I'm me. I don't try to be nobody. I'm not trying to be an example for nobody, nothing like that. And I'm sure people, because somebody messaged me the other day, oh, I see you were going to church and you were making a bet the same day. How does that contradict?
Don't
And I'm
matter.
like, it doesn't. I do me. I share my lifestyle. I share what I do. I'm sure I'm not 100% perfect. Jesus wasn't even perfect. I don't know anybody who is, but you are what you are, and I am what I am, and I'm
Yeah.
not nobody special, and I'm not nobody bad. But you know, it's just important to have a good balance in life. I think no matter what you do or what you believe in, or how you know you portray your image or how you work or whatever your daily routine is in life, have a good balance. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I have a good balance. I play. I have my family time. I have my gambling time. I have my smoking time. I have my whatever. You know, just whatever. And I'm able to balance it.
And you believe in God. You believe in
100%.
God
It's the
because
core-
if you want to, you can
it's the
believe in
core
God.
of my life.
Doesn't mean you gotta be at church every day or nothing.
No, and I know
I believe in God
and I know
myself.
I'm not perfect, and I know I have my own, you know, my own issues that I walk with and I deal with. But I know 100%. When it comes to the good and the bad, I far outweigh the bad in life and what I'm doing or what's going on. And we all have a past, and people will always bring that up in your face that don't like you or don't want to see you do good, and they'll scream that until you're buried deep in the ground. Even after that, they'll still scream it. So you can't never get past that. And if you spend your time worrying about or dwelling on those type of people, you're almost as stupid as they are because you're just wasting your time, and you don't have that much time on earth. I remember one of my friends told me that in prison, and it always stuck with me. He's like, "Why are you wasting your time worrying about what them people are thinking?" I can't remember what it was over. I was talking about. He's like, "Why are you waiting?" He's like, "They're not. That's not even a thought. This shouldn't even be a thought for you." It's like, for what? It's like they're not.
Of course. No, you got to get past it. Like that kind of stuff. When you're in a mission to succeed, nobody like we should not worry about anybody in our way that's talking bad about us, because then that's gonna just stop our progress. You know what I mean?
All the way up, and the vibes, man. If you catch a bad vibe or
Yeah, I
somebody's
don't like
giving
that.
you that, I'm huge on that. Get away from me with the bad vibes. Get away from me with the negativity. Get away from me with the blasphemy and with the devil's real too. He
Yeah.
walks into rooms every day when you're right and sits right next to you. And if you don't believe that, whatever higher power you do believe in, they have somebody that doesn't like them too. So
Yeah.
the devil or God, if you don't believe in that, there's something else out there. Your feng shui or whatever it is, or there's something. Trust me, there's all good and bad.
I believe in that too. Well, is like this is about we got probably like an hour in.
Oh, yeah, we're good. We're
like
good. Good
let's
talking to you, bro.
thank you very much for coming on.
I appreciate
and
you,
then we're
man.
gonna keep going with this. Is there any last thoughts you want to talk
Nah,
about?
man, just all love, man. Spread love, man. Be safe out here, everybody. You know, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made out here. There's a lot of investments to be made. There's a lot of positivity to promote in life. I think people need to do that more. And whatever you're doing, whether you're making crafts, or you want to work out, or you want to go to the ball games or kayak down the river, man. Be positive what you do. Share your knowledge and share some shit with other people that you can. And just keep growing, man. That's it.
Yeah, thanks, Ruben. Thanks for coming on. I
you, bro.
appreciate you so much, man.
Most definitely.
All right, guys, have a nice day. See you next week.